Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Shri Soundarya Lahari, explanation of verse 3. A masterpiece composed by Lord Shiva himself, compiled by Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal. The very first verse talks about how Ambal is the root cause for everything that happens in the universe. Lord Shiva himself, only when he is with Ambal, is able to perform his duties and actions. Ambal, who is in such a lofty position, is praised by Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. We mortals get an opportunity in life to praise her, to worship her, to surrender to her only if meritorious deeds have been performed in the previous births. The verse 2 highlights the power of Ambal's Pada Dhuli, the minute dust in the beautiful lotus feet of Ambigai. It is only using that dust Brahma, who is the creator, creates the 14 worlds in order. Mahavishnu somehow manages to carry the treasure of the dust on his 1,000 heads. It is only through that he is able to sustain the universe. Lord Shiva, according to the rules and regulations, transforms the Pada Dhuli into Bhasma and smears all through his body. The verse 2 connects Pada Dhuli with Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Verse 3 relates how Pada Dhuli makes an impact on the life of mortals like us, Samanyargal. Let us go into the Padacheda and then the explanation of the verse. Avidyanam antaha timira mihira dvipa nagari jadanam chaitanya sabaka makaranda sruti jhari daridranam chintamani gunanika janma jaladhau nimagnanam damshtraha mura ripu varahasya bhavati. The line 1 describes the state of someone who does not have any spiritual knowledge. Avidyanam antaha timira mihira dvipa nagari. Avidyanam, for mortals who are spiritually ignorant. They might have little bit of knowledge on materialistic topics in the universe. On the other hand, they are completely ignorant about Bhagavan, Bhagavad Swarupam, and the means of attaining and realizing Bhagavan. One who is spiritually ignorant is said to be in complete darkness. Antaha timira. Antaha is inner and timira is darkness. He is completely in a place of darkness without being aware of or having any knowledge of the most important spiritual aspect of life. To that person, what impact would Ambal's Padaduli have? Mihira Dvipa Nagari. There is a beautiful imagination here where sun is said to rise from an island. If we think about it, sun never rises and it never sets. Sun is still and immoving in one place. It is only due to the rotation of earth we feel the rising and the setting of sun. If sun were to rise from an island to a place which is completely immersed in darkness, when the sun is rising, the brightness of the rays would completely kill the darkness that surrounds it. Similarly, Ambal's Pada Dhuli would completely erase or make vanish the darkness that one experiences due to spiritual ignorance. The second line talks about somebody who is in a more inferior position. Jadanam Chaitanya Sabaka Makaranda Sruti Jhari. Jadanam, for somebody who is completely dull-witted. The first line talks about someone who has a little bit of knowledge about a few things, whereas the second line talks about somebody who is incapable of using the intelligence provided to him by Bhagavan. How does Ambal's Pada Dhuli elevate such a person? Jadanam Chaitanya Stabaka Makaranda Sruti Jhari. To a dull-witted person, the Pada Dhuli is like pure intelligence, Chaitanya, Chit, Chetanam, which is compared to that of honey that emerges like a flowing stream from a bouquet of flowers. Tabaka Makaranda. There are many fragrant flowers filled with sweet nectar. If the nectar were to emerge out of those flowers like flowing stream, what bliss would one experience? Similarly, for the dull-witted, Ambal's Pada Dhuli is like pure intelligence that makes the ignorance completely go away. The first two lines tackle the intelligence aspect of life. To lead a fruitful and meaningful life, we not only need intelligence, we also need wealth, Aishwaryam. The third line talks about such impoverished people. Daridrana Chintamani Gunanika Janma Jaladhau. Daridrana, people who are completely impoverished. They have nothing in hand to lead their lives. To such people, Ambal's Pada Dhuli is like the gemstone Chintamani. Chintamani Gunanika. During Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean, we know that there were many items that came out of the churning. One such item is the rare gem Chintamani, the wish-fulfilling gem. It has the capability to give whatever one wishes for. Ambal's Pada Dhuli is not just one Chintamani. It is like a group of Chintamani gems that make a beautiful necklace. Such is the power of Ambal's Pada Dhuli. Through the Pada Dhuli, the poverty vanishes and the impoverished have the ability to obtain whatever they wish for. The last two words to be read along with line 4. Janma Jaladhau Nimagnanam Damshtraha Mura Ripu Varahasya Bhavati. Janma Jaladhau. In the ocean of births, the Samsara Sagara, Nimagnanam, those who are immersed. We all go through the cycle of birth and death and experience pain and suffering in the Samsara Sagara simply due to avidya. By granting the knowledge, intelligence, Ambal's Pada Dhuli helps those immersed in the ocean of births, saves those immersed in the ocean of births. There is a beautiful analogy, simile, described here for how one is being saved from the ocean of birth. Damshtraha Muraripu Varahasya Bhavati. Varahaha, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, where he took the avatara as a wild boar. Vishnu has another name, Mura Ripu. Mura was the chief of Narakasura. Hence Mahavishnu carries the name Murari. Ari means enemy, so does Ripu. Muraripu and Murari mean the same. Just like Lord Mahavishnu, who took the avatara of Varaha, using the protruding teeth, Damshtraha, the tusks of the boar, saved Bhuma Devi, earth, from the clutches of Hiranyaksha and brought her out of the ocean where she was hidden. Similarly, Ambal's Pada Dhuli are like tusks which save us from the ocean of Samsara Sagara. An analogy to be cherished. Avidyanam Antastimira Mihira Dvipa Nagari. For the inner darkness of the spiritually ignorant, the dust of Ambal's lotus feet is like the island city of the sun, where he rises and shuns away the darkness that surrounds the city. Jadanam Chaitanya Stabaka Makaranda Sruti Jari. For the dull-witted, the Padadholi is the flowing stream of honey from a bouquet of flowers, denoting pure intelligence. Daridranam Chintamani Gunanika. For the impoverished, it is a necklace made of Chintamani gems that grants whatever one wishes for. Janma Jaladhau Nimagnanam Damshtraha Muraripu Parahasya Bhavati. For those immersed in the ocean of birth and death, it is like the tusks of boar, Mahavishnu, the enemy of Mura, utilized to save Bhuma Devi, Mother Earth, from the clutches of Hiranyaksha. Such is the power of Ambal's Padadhuli. To summarize, O Goddess, the dust under your feet is like the city of rising sun that removes all darkness from the mind of the ignorant. For a dull-witted person, it is like honey that flows from a bunch of flowers. To the poorest of men, it is like necklace of wish-giving gems. And it is like teeth of Lord Vishnu in the form of Varaha, who brought to surface the Mother Earth to save them from drowning in the ocean of birth. This shloka can be chanted to gain knowledge. Thus concludes the explanation of verse 3. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.